Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. (10-7) our score after one, right here on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Lance now on 1st down.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Lance now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance, it's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Dallas up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Lance.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
To throw again on second down.
Lance.
Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
18 runners.
Smith now to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this has not been good. And this is now a 1-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Shotgun now for Lance. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Steal! Check steal!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hey, Lance! Right, 97.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out.
To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
They send McCaffrey in motion right. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And that is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A third quarter now and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here's Lance. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Smith.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now it's Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
18, Pioneer. Warriors, 17.
From the gun, here's Smith. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Geno. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Mustang 19.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
70 Ranger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Smith. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 30 yards. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Geno's going to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Lance looking to throw it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now a play fake. Lance. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Again, Walker.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game.
Ready? Buffalo 18.
Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Myers' kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Now Lance.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Oh, they'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, fourth down now. Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So the victory here for Seattle. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Seattle.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Right out of the gates, here's Smith.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
The first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
On first down, Smith.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
On second down, a run with Dallas.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Throwing on third down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
The extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Diggs going in motion right. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set on better for 3rd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Going to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back big plays right there, and the Bills have another 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Once again, it's Dallas. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Geno down to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll go option to the short side.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Give to Cook out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Diggs going in motion right. On 2nd down, Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
to the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They'll run on first down with Dallas.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Geno. Flushed out right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Smith.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Slot man moves right. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
Taking it about the 16.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Allen going to keep it again.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Allen now looks to throw.
He'll find Gabriel Davis.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
60.
Block it in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. In motion left, the tight end.
Another run. Again, it's Dallas.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
To throw from his end zone, Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
56.
Allen to throw from his end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And it's fielded at the 34.
56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And they will take over first. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now Allen. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 7, Allen. Past the 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back.
Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 right.
Now it's Smith.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Seahawks up the middle.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And they'll indeed take a knee. They snap it to Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway.
Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Smith going to look to throw right away.
And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First down, it's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Herbert now. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
18, pioneer. On the ball, on the ball.
Now Gino on first down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Gino now to throw.
He's going to get this underneath to Dallas.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Drop 50, drop 60. Mustang 19.
On 4th down, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Justin Herbert, flush to his right.
That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. On third down, here's Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and goal. Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go now.
$10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Throwing on 2nd down, Herbert. And this is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
On 4th down, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Try to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
In motion right comes Allen. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. 20, 10, 5, touchdown LA. Keenan Allen, 76 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And Walker once more. He'll get this to about the 38. 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Straight ahead, Walker. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And some room to work.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A give for Walker running right.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. That's a gain of 5.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.